Hello guys, my name is Sam, but on social media, most of you know me as Womb Sam. Womb Sam is just a nickname that I was given by my students. Specifically, the person who gave me that name is known on social media. He's known as Crazy Mwanafunzi. He's one of the greatest poets in this country, one of the greatest and most talented spoken word artists in the country. So most of you've always known me as Womb Sam, but my real name is Samuel Onyango Mbogo. I'm actually a dance choreographer. I've been training dancers for as long as I know, like since I was a kid. I started training dancers when I was still in primary school because dance has always been the one thing that I can do flawlessly. Like, I don't even have to think before I create any choreography. Choreography has been so natural to me in such a way that I was able to build a brand for myself inside the dance industry through my talent. And this is the one thing that has kept me relevant around my circle for several years because I've been training dancers since I was a kid. So today, I just want you guys to know the other side of my life. This is the other part of Womb Sam. Actually, the person speaking to you today is not Womb Sam. This is Samuel. So I have my other life, the dancer side of me, the choreographer side of me, known as Womb Sam, and this is the opposite of that, the other side of me, known as Sam. So today, as I speak to you guys, I'm talking as Sam, not Womb Sam. So this is not the dancer talking to you. This is a totally different person. So today I want to talk about a topic that most people are always afraid to talk about. This is the topic about God. So let me ask you guys, is God there or not? So most of the time in our country, our role models, the people that we look up to, are always the ones who keep reminding us every day that God does not exist. Have you ever been in a position where the people that you used to look up to when you were growing up, the people who used to inspire you, are the people who are out there nowadays telling everyone that God doesn't exist? And the fame that they built from scratch has now become a platform for them to spread the direct opposite of what most of us used to believe in when we were still growing up. Because when you have a mentor, you don't just follow the mentor because of their talent, you also follow them for their values. And one of the most discouraging things about this country, my country Kenya, is that the people that we used to look up to, the people that used to inspire us, the people that used to lift our spirits when we were still growing up, these are the people who discourage us nowadays. They're the people who used to remind us to be strong, have now become the reason why most people have given up on their dreams. Let me give you guys an example. If I come to your shop na unauza kofia, let me go back to Kiswahili. If I come to your shop na unauza kofia, let me use this as an example. Unauza kofia ya white kwa duka yako na unauza kofia ya black. And then instead of mimi kununua kofia zote, ni kuambie hii kofia ya white ni mbaya, tupa, haiwezi nisaidia, sio kofia mzuri. But kwa hii duka niko na kofia black na niko na kofia white. Lakini wewe, because of your beliefs, uniambie kofia ya white sio mzuri. Uniambie kofia ya white itanipoteza. Uniambie kofia ya white is a big lie, ni a conspiracy, ni kitu mbaya. But you don't say anything about kofia ya black. And yet, vile umekuja kwa duka yangu, umepata kofia ya white na ukapata kofia ya black. Lakini wewe, in your own wisdom, unaniambia ati kofia ya white ni mbaya. So, what does that say about kofia black? Because you have not said anything about kofia black. Haujasema kofia black ni mbaya. Haujasema kofia black hai exist. Haujasema anything negative about kofia black. Do you know what you're telling me? You're actually telling me that kofia ya black ndio ninafaa kupromote. You're giving me an alternative ya kununua kofia ya black. You are encouraging me indirectly. Unani encourage indirectly kutumia kofia ya black, because kuna white na kuna black, lakini wewe umekuja unaniambia niachane na white. White ni uongo, white hainisaidii. But haujasema anything about hii ya black. That's the exact thing that happens when anyone tells you that God doesn't exist. Do you know what actually wanakuambia? Have you noticed that everyone who tells you that God doesn't exist, they never give you an alternative. Wanakuacha udecide. Wanakuambia si kuna Mungu na kuna Shetani. Watakuja kuambia everything you've ever known since childhood kuhusu Mungu ni uongo. But they don't tell you that everything you've ever known about Shaitani, ama the devil, ama Satan, ama Lucifer ni uongo pia. They just tell you that everything ulijua about Mungu ni uongo. But they don't have the courage, ama ni a tactical way ya push towards the other side. Because the people who tell you that God doesn't exist, they never have the wisdom, ama the courage, ama the guts ya kukuambia ama kukupatia an alternative. Look at what they promote. I want you to take your time one day. Andika jina yao. Probably you're asking yourself right now that why did Sam create this video today? Well, let me give you the main reason why I created this video today. This video is to remind you, specifically you, the person who is watching. This is to remind you that God is not dead. God is there. As much as everyone around you tells you not to believe in God, as much as everyone around you tells you not to believe in the death and resurrection of Christ, let me tell you, God is not dead. Let me give you guys my own personal example. I've been a dance choreographer for more than 10 to 12 years. For all these years, I've trained some of the best dancers in this country. I've even trained some of the best choreographers in this country. I don't have to mention all their names, because if I mention their names, some of you might think that I'm bragging. But let me get straight to the point. For all these 10 years, 15 years that I've been a dance choreographer, I've been creating different choreographies all the time. I don't copy my dance steps from YouTube. I don't get my dance steps from anyone. I just get the moves off head. You tell me, for all these years, how have I managed to create everything that I've ever created? How have I managed to train all those people that I trained? Yet I never copy choreographies. I just create them like that. Like, for me, being a choreographer is natural. And let me tell you guys something. I'm not saying that I'm the best choreographer in Kenya, but I can tell you for sure that every dancer that I've ever trained has always been a legend wherever they went. Why do you think that happens? It's because my source of creativity is God Himself. That's why I never run out of dance moves. I never run out of choreography. I'm always creating different choreographies all the time. I can even create 10 different dance choreographies in a day. The same choreography would take someone else maybe a week to create, but I have this natural ability to create different dance moves from scratch in a span of a minute. I'm 100% sure that most of you think that maybe I get my steps from somewhere else. That's why I always say that as much as the brain is powerful, I don't think I have the ability to achieve the things that I've been able to achieve for the past 10 years. There is no way I trained all these dancers because of my own wisdom. There is no way I mentored such a large group of people in this country with my own wisdom. Someone helped me, and it's not a human being. God helped me. Everything I've ever done, every level of creativity, everything I've ever achieved, I did not get it because of my own wisdom. And that's why today I just want to remind you guys as I finish that if anyone ever tells you that God doesn't exist, remind them that your job is not to defend God. You know you can't fight on behalf of God. There is no way you can defend God every time. You can maybe the best way to defend there's no way you can defend God by arguing with people, by debating with them online. One of the best ways for you to fight back is by living your own life as an example to others. Be an example to the people who don't believe in God. Be an example to the people who look up to you for inspiration. Be your own person in such a way that you're so unique and you're so professional in what you do, to the point where it's not just your talent that speaks to the people that you inspire, but it's your personality. Let your personality speak for you. Let your character speak for you. The choices that you make in life, the way you work, the way you handle your stuff, the way you live your life, let that speak on your behalf.